Hey guys, Fight Kitties here. I'm Lady J.
And I'm Lexi, and it's time for Kickass and Coffee. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about. And it's not like there was a shortage of news, but
Yeah.
we're going to get personal today.
Yeah, so get excited. And let's
start with some Fight Buzz first.
Yeah.
Dude, Sammy Guevara beated Cody Rhodes to unify the TNT Championship on AEW Dynamite.
It was insane.
So he beat his brother, Dustin, and Cody. Dang.
That's a big deal. I mean, Rhodes and Guevara battled in a ladder match with two belts hanging over the ring. And the match included some crazy, big spots involving the ladders. And the ladder was they really utilized that ladder. I mean, there was a huge suplex off of it, off that huge, I think it was midway from the ladder. And then he finished we had the match finished and we saw both men climb to the top of the ladder. Then Guevara kicked Rhodes with one of the belts, and then Guevara grabs both the belts to take the win. And he's got this picture of him yes, I did it.
Okay, so every time I see a ladder match, last time I moved, we had this big, 10-foot ladder, and I'm trying to move it out of the shed by myself.
Yeah.
And back in my brain, I'm like, women's wrestling. I can barely move this damn ladder.
That's so funny. And we had Danhausen.
Yes! I heard Danhausen made his appearance. I'm oh, so it's not at the burger joint. He's actually at AEW.
He is. And so we saw Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy last night on AEW. They were brawling outside the ring, and then out of nowhere during their lights out match, we get freaking Danhausen. Everybody was oh my God.
So as Cole attempted to drag a steel chair out from beneath the ring, along with a chair, slid out Danhausen.
No other than Danhausen. And he's pointing at Cole, and he's looking in all his directions before he goes up the ramp, and there's just so much chaos, and everybody was really excited about it.
Yes, I am too.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
We've got a lot of exciting news when it comes to the Royal Rumble. I feel every day it's Royal Rumble, another person.
So more Jackass cast members are headed to the WWE Royal Rumble. So we got Johnny Knoxville, of course, from Jackass, who's going to be part of the Royal Rumble. And he is going to compete. Not at the women's.
Nope.
I thought it'd be the women's. He's going to be at the men's Royal Rumble.
Yes. And for most of you that don't know, this appearance was apparently due to the deal with the promotion of Jackass Forever, which is why they're going to the Royal Rumble, since the movie does come out next week on February 4th.
Some good promotion.
So it's this whole big cross promotion thing. I guess I get it. And Knoxville spoke with St. Louis Today to promote the film. And during the interview, he said that he wouldn't be coming to Royal Rumble alone.
Oh.
So are there more? That's what I'm saying. Is there more Jackass cast members coming? I don't know.
They're so crazy.
I don't know. He didn't drop any names though. So I'm come on.
Did you ever watch Jackass?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so there's Steve-O and was it Bam?
Bam?
I can't remember anymore. Do you remember this?
I can't remember their names.
Oh,
so long ago.
We will definitely see this in the Royal Rumble for sure.
Yes, so I'm really excited for that. And just when you thought that the Royal Rumble could not get more interesting, there was discussion about a possible entrance. Nothing is set in stone yet, but Fightful Select reports that
Kairi Sane,
the
Pirate Princess.
Yes, she was pitched as a possible Royal Rumble entrant.
Okay, so she had opened a gym back in Japan, and I guess she's still a WWE ambassador in Japan.
That's so cool.
I thought she was done because she had put something on her Instagram about being a former WWE star, but she's so freaking cute. I'll be excited to see her again.
That is exciting. And her WWE contract is actually supposed to expire in February. Oh. And Sane had publicly given the impression that she wasn't going to renew that, but
I mean, she's got a gym. She's a businesswoman now.
Yeah, and she even took WWE out of her Instagram handle.
Yes,
That's like relationship breakup status. That's like the first thing you do when you break up with somebody is you take their name out of your Instagram bio. That's a really big deal.
But WWE wanted to renew her deal with the idea for her to make a big in-ring return. But she's like, I don't really want to live in the U.S.
She's like, I'm okay here. I have my gym. I got my life.
Yeah.
And yeah,
she's married. I mean,
she's married. Does she have like a family or she's married?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know if they have babies. I mean, I was surprised, like, Asuka's a mama.
I know, because some of them I'm like, wait, they're moms? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I get so surprised, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. And we had Seth Rollins mentioning Jon Moxley during his recent WWE SmackDown promo.
Well, they used to be like in the Shield together. It was like Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, and then Seth Rollins. They were like this badass trio, and they were together for a while.
Wow. I mean, Seth Rollins surprised fans when he dropped the name Jon Moxley during his promo last week. And I mean,
like, oh, you're mentioning someone from the other promotion?
How dare you? And like, he's basically just building his feud with like Roman Reigns and like, I guess ahead of their title for the Royal Rumble this weekend.
Do you think we'll see Jon Moxley cross back over to WWE?
I mean, anything's possible, but
it feels like it these days.
It might happen. He actually said that this was like an Easter egg hunt for his fans. So, I mean, you might be right. I mean, the Easter egg hunt reminds me of like I listen to Taylor Swift. I'm like a loser, and she does Easter egg hunts, and like fans like go crazy over it. I am one of those fans who goes crazy over the Easter egg hunt.
Wait, tell me about the Easter egg hunt.
So she'll like put things in like her music videos or like her certain like lyrics or like release dates. They like all add up to something or they like mean something. So like there's a conspiracy because like in one of her music videos, the cake has like these numbers on it and they're like, apparently it's like her new album that's coming out. But I don't know. It's like all conspiracy. But it's like fun Easter egg hunt. So yeah, we had Moxley who made it known in the interview that after he left WWE, he had issues with the way the company was run regarding its like creative team. And that's why he decided to like let his contract just expire.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. There's a cheesiness to it.
I guess. And like shortly after leaving WWE, he joined AEW before the promo event. And like he would later become the AEW World Heavyweight Champ. So
and the GCW champ.
He's got it all. I mean. And now time for the morning chat.
So the lovely Trish Stratus.
Yes.
I mean, God,
look at her.
I know. I'm like, dude, when I'm her age, I should probably start doing yoga. She has like her own like yoga promotion. Okay, anyways. So she was sharing her thoughts on how far the women's wrestling division has come with both fans and like the companies accepting women as like legit fighters and wrestlers.
Yeah.
So she was on the Bellas podcast, of course, talking about like the progression of women's wrestling over the years. And yeah,
she basically was saying that it took like a lot of work and collaborative effort, and it wasn't like, you know, all like glitz and glams in the beginning. She was saying that she had to like basically like re-educate fans and show them like, hey, like this is what you can expect from a female performer.
You mean it's not just like mud wrestling and bra and panties matches?
No, what a shocker. And she actually recalls one time where she like took a chair shot from Victoria and people were like really, really unhappy that it happened. And she couldn't understand that double standard because like she was saying that, you know, guys take chair shots all the time. And if she consented to it, then like, what's the problem?
I know. I mean, people are still fussing about freaking AEW's bloodbath, like the women's crazy match.
I mean, I hear her though. I think there's like this stigma around like women in wrestling and even like women fans in wrestling, which I think a lot of people don't even realize. That's why we even created Kickass and Coffee, was kind of to like make this safe space for like girls, I mean, and guys as well, but mainly the girls. Like we wanted it to be like the girls' perspective.
Girls like wrestling too, and not just total divas.
No, and it's like fun because I think it's really rare to see a few girls like just talking and having fun about it.
I know, we've had some comments like, there are girls that like, where are these other girls?
Where are they?
And like we looked up like the stats, it's crazy. There's a lot of us.
There's a lot of us, but there's so many of us and there's just no voice for them. So
like we didn't really know that when we started this.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what? We're gonna talk about it and have our coffee and invite you to join us. And then we're like, holy shit. Like there's a lot of you out there and there's not a lot of like outlets or like get-togethers. I mean, you go to a show and you're like, I feel like in the middle of a sausage fest, but it's, you know, we like it.
Yeah.
You like it.
And like, I don't think, at least for me, I didn't start watching wrestling until like 2 months ago. And so that's why I still name butcher all the time. Half the time, I think I call the moves wrong.
I don't even know how we like converted you or like, what are you guys doing? Like, well,
I was converted, yes. And I think I remember the first time I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I love it. And it's like interesting because it's like all I've ever known was like wrestling is boys. So that's why I was like, always stayed away from it. But I'm like, there's girls that do it. As soon as we started like watching this, I'm like, wait. I saw Thunder Rosa. I think that was like one of the first girls. And I was like, she's so badass that I like want to be her. So yeah.
I like all cosplay.
Yes. So do not forget that we are going live starting soon, actually.
Yeah, that is our goal.
That is our goal, to go live. So like every morning at 9 a.m. you can catch us going live, which is exciting. So we'll be able to like answer back to any comments and just chat with you guys. And it's so nice chatting with like the audience in the comments.
Yeah.
When it's like the video's already been posted. So I can imagine like talking to them like while we're recording. We can record for hours.
Oh my gosh, I know. We're like, hold on, guys, we're not done yet.
Need another coffee. Hold on. So stay tuned for that. But moving on to some fluffy news.
All right, so Chris Jericho appeared on Wrestling with Freddie. Chris Jericho explained why he had tried to get over as many people as possible when AEW started.
Yeah, and he said that he was just trying to make it very clear before like saying anything that he's not trying to bash WWE. Like he worked there for like almost 20 years, loved working there. But he says that the main issue he had was that they have like a lot of problems when it comes to building new stars. So, I mean, that was like the worst thing that he said in the interview, which I found to be a little bit interesting because it's like, so like from the very beginning that they always have problems creating stars, or just now?
Maybe recently.
Yeah, I'm wondering because, like I said, I'm still 2 months into this, but like, I don't know if it was always like this. No idea. But then we had Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly talk about what made them choose AEW as their next steps on Talk is Jericho. And Fish basically says that like he had this like remarkable moment that was at like the takeovers.
Dude, the takeovers are so awesome.
Really?
Or at least they were. The NXT takeovers were like the best. You're like, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, he made it seem like, well, he said that it was like this eye-opening, like crazy experience. And he was like, it just seemed like NXT was like the new kid on the block. Like,
well, yeah, it was like, you know, Triple H's baby, and it was so cool. And they have like musicians play, like really cool ones. And it was like Poppy. I was like, who the heck is Poppy? And like, she's so cool now. So it was very edgy and cool. And like the matches were always like a little bit more extreme.
Yeah.
And they would like show off like to the main roster. Like they kind of looked better than the main roster sometimes.
Oh. And O'Reilly said that it was really hard to walk away from Japan. And that's where he always wanted to wrestle. He loved the culture, the people, but he had to do what was best for like his family.
He's a daddy now.
Yeah, he's a dad. And the opportunity with NXT was the best thing for him and his family. So, I mean, hey, did what was best for him. So that's amazing.
It's nice seeing like Kyle and Bobby Fish and Adam Cole together again.
Oh, that's nice.
Because they were like really dominant faction. So Watch them on AEW.
Yeah. And then the Ring of Honor announces an establishment of ROH Hall of Fame.
For everyone was like, oh my God, ROH is dying. They're like disappearing, and now they're having a freaking Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so this is going to coincide with the Ring of Honor's like 20th anniversary, and the company is going to announce the Hall of Fame, which is a really big deal because we haven't heard much of ROH, really.
So I was a super dork watching the Indie Hall of Fame, and it was really interesting.
Really?
Like, I didn't know these people or what they did, and they were like totally underrepresented, and it was fun to like see people get up and celebrate, and like, I like this.
That's awesome. And now ROH will be honoring like all the athletes that contributed throughout like all of these years. So
there's a lot of like WWE main roster people who were in ROH. Like, I didn't know.
That's interesting. And apparently like all the other inductees are going to be announced like in like kind of spread out. It's not going to be all in one day. So it's going to be between February 7th, February 14th, and February 21st. And there's also going to be an episode of ROH Wrestling in February that's going to be devoted to the Hall of Fame inductee. And there's going to be like weekly YouTube specials that come along with that. Nice. So this is like this whole, I feel like it's a new rebranding because they're like, we've kind of been in the
they were on their hiatus, and everyone's like, oh my God, where are they going?
Yeah, like, okay, we're coming back with full content, guys.
All right, and then happy birthday to Sasha Banks.
Yeah, happy birthday from us, Fight Kitties. We wanted to wish her happy birthday. Look at her.
She's 30.
She's 30.
She's like, so badass.
She's so badass. Nobody would probably even guess she's 30. I don't even believe it. Like, what the heck? And now for some Keeping It Strong style.
Okay, we have some huge matches for Rivals. February 17th in Hollywood. We're going to see Rocky Romero. Crap, I spilled.
Oh, no.
Versus Black Tiger. There's been this beef between him and Black Tiger. Like, Rocky Romero used to be Black Tiger at one time. So, like, there's been this, like, who the heck is, like, under the tiger mask right now?
Got it. So, I guess they're going to, have their final say of,
the showdown.
Who is the actual
Rocky.
That's funny. And so the last time that the two like kind of clashed and like traded victories was with a 6-man tag team match.
Oh yeah, it was kind of a dirty match too.
Yeah, and Romero was determined to unmask and expose a figure that he claims to recognize from his past.
Telling you, that's really complicated drama.
So now I guess we'll have to see what's coming for them.
And then we're gonna have Yuya Uemura versus Daniel Garcia. Oh my goodness, the Red Death will be making his first strong appearance against Uemura, he's just continued to impress and improve with each and every match on Strong.
Yes.
Will Uemura take the win, or will the Red Death cut him up?
I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, I guess. And then we've got Kevin Blackwood versus Arya Daivari. And that's going to be in a singles match. And for the next match,
Kevin Knight versus Hikuleo.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, these guys they're awesome.
Yeah, Hikuleo looks badass right there in that picture.
It's the hair. It is the hair and the fact that he's like 6'9".
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a treat.
Giants.
And I think that's all we've got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. We had so much fun talking today. Please take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
And for more Fight Kitties videos, click that link below.
Until next time, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Lady J.
Bye.